Hello, everyone. It's Dr. Vasquez, your doctor in criminal justice, bringing you another video on criminal justice topics. So, I have a story where a man would prostitute his wife, cage his children, and almost beat a child to death. This story is coming out of Las Vegas, Nevada. On Sunday, June 11th, 2023, Travis Doss and his wife, Amanda Stamper, would get into an argument, allegedly over Travis cheating. They would go to the Walgreens across the street where they were staying at, and Amanda, fearing for her life, contacted the Walgreens staff. She told the Walgreens staff she feared for her life. They contacted the authorities. Once the authorities got on scene, they made contact with Amanda and Travis, and Amanda started to tell them everything that had been going on. Amanda feared for her life. She told police that there were caged children. She informed police that they had been abused physically, emotionally, and that she was being prostituted by Travis. Police would go to the residence and they would find 6 unattended children, all under the ages of 11. 2 of those children were in cages. It was obvious that all 6 children had been abused. Stay tuned for what comes next.
Hey, it's Metro Police. We just want to make sure everything's okay.
A Metro Police officer's body camera rolls as she and her partner try to get into this extended stay unit.
Can we get a third unit to our location?
Officers are outside the door on Valley View near Flamingo after meeting up with 33-year-old Amanda Stamper and 31-year-old Travis Doss at this store across the street. According to grand jury transcripts, Stamper told police Doss had sent her a photo of his 11-year-old son, saying he believed he had beaten the child so hard he was deceased inside this cage.
She already talked to your parents, okay? You need to open the door so we can talk to you.
Officers are talking to a child behind the door who refuses to remove the security chain. You can hear the small voice.
We want to make sure you guys aren't hurt.
We're not hurt. We're fine.
I can't leave until I physically see you, sweetie. Please answer the door.
After about 10 minutes, a maintenance worker convinces the child to let the officers in. The adults cross the threshold, finding the 6 children alone, 2 padlocked in a small cage.
Hi, guys. Hey, call it for animal control.
Officers struggle to open the lock,
You're 9, sweetie. Okay. Okay.
cutting it and freeing the 2 young boys. One badly beaten and severely malnourished, with swollen eyes, open wounds, and scars.
Oh, baby, come on. Okay, sweetie.
Police lead the children into daylight, several of the 6 telling police their father said never open the door for strangers.
Sweetheart, it's okay. It's okay, baby. It's okay.
The badly injured child saying on video he hadn't eaten in days and that his father would hit him with belts, cords, and according to police, this pan.
All right, everybody, welcome back. This is the portion of the video where Dr. Vasquez has 3 questions, 3 things, 3 concerns that he wants to discuss with you. As always, please place your comments below. The first question that I have for you is, do you hold Amanda responsible? For me, I'm going to say yes, because she's with this individual. So there's 7 children in total. She only has 1 biological child. I believe it's a daughter. I believe she's 2. And there's 6 other children. So this trauma, this abuse, this child neglect, this child maltreatment has been going on for a while. So who's not to argue that only when she feared for her life was it that she alerted the authorities? Her defense in a further investigation states that she feared for her life the entire time. And that is why she didn't contact the authorities earlier. He would threaten her, say, I'm going to go after you, I'm going to go after your family, and so on. And that's why she didn't contact the police earlier. I can see both sides of the argument. I can see how someone would advocate that she was scared and that's why she didn't act. But a lot of people, I feel, are going to look at her and say, hey, you should have acted sooner. My second question for you, do you believe Travis can be rehabilitated? For me, I'm going to say no. This reminds me of the Gabriel Fernandez case. If anybody has ever heard of Gabriel Fernandez, he was killed by his stepdad. And, basically almost tortured. And I see a lot of the similarities when I was looking at this video, when I was looking at the pictures or the frames, of the children. A lot of the pain inflicted, they had the same marks, bruises, scars. So that's what I thought. So I don't think this individual can be rehabilitated. There was, like I said, there were 6 children. All 6 had marks of abuse, except for the youngest one. The youngest one was not touched. So I think that's something that individual has within, probably a lot of therapy, a lot of counseling, things like that. But as far as him being in charge of a child again, absolutely not. And my last question for you would be, did the system fail the children? Apparently, Travis has already a history of child abuse. So this was not the first time. So I'm going to say yes. The system is big. Let's just get that. I think for every social worker, caseworker, they have 30, 50 cases. How do you check on every case? And then when you do check on every case, are you really going into depth, or are you just knocking on the door, asking questions and then leaving? How much time can you dedicate to every case? So do I feel the system overall failed these children? Absolutely. Should have never happened. Should have never occurred. They should have never been placed in that situation. One of the things I consider is you have 7 children. You're living in a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom. At what point do we as a system say, hey, look, unfortunately, financially, medically, physically, you cannot support these children, and therefore we have to remove these children from your supervision? I know it's a tough call to make. I know no one wants to make that call. But sometimes those are the tough calls that need to be made, and someone needs to make a decision. Time for the shameless plug. If you like criminal justice, if you like criminology, if you like Dr. Vasquez dissecting this information, shooting the questions over to you, you responding in the box below. This is the community. This is a platform. This is the family for you. We've been doing this for over 3 years. We have over 300 videos. We are on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Threads, Twitter. We are on SoundCloud, Patreon. If you go to Patreon, you subscribe, you get this material before everybody else. Thank you so much, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your day.